Welcome. My name is Biota MacDonald, Director of Marketing Strategy at Mintel Compra Media, and I'm here with analyst Emily Pardo. Today, we are going to chat through a much buzzed about launch, the Robinhood Gold Card. We really wanted to highlight the card value proposition, some of the marketing tactics, as well as just highlight the card's overall strategy, really using our marketing intelligence tools and consumer survey data. So Emily, I know, just featured the Robinhood Gold Card in her recent product innovations report. So Emily, I'm curious, what features did you find most interesting about the card?
Yeah, thanks, Biota. This was definitely a really fun card to report on. So we see that on March 26th during a live stream that really felt very reminiscent of those held by Apple, the Apple events. Robinhood announced that it was launching its first ever credit card coming up in a few weeks. The card really aims to become a highly competitive flat rate cashback credit card offering. So on top of pretty standard premium benefits, it offers 3% cash back on all spending categories, 5% cash back on travel booked through the Robinhood portal, and no annual fee. But users must subscribe to the Robinhood Gold Suite, which costs $5 a month or $50 for a full year.
So I have to jump in here because this was the most exciting feature for me personally to note. Um, Part of this is I have been really interested in subscription adoption in financial services. A lot of other industries are much more mature in that adoption process. And when I was working on trends back in 2022, so our annual financial services trends, it was something we had noted that could be a really huge opportunity. So it's great to see monthly subscriptions finally picking up steam.
Yeah, Biota's being humble, but she basically predicted this almost 2 years ago. So some other benefits of the card are that you can add up to 5 cardholders of any age, and Robinhood really posits this as a card designed for the whole family, really allowing everybody to get rewards and build credit. You can also, so the standard offering for the card is a stainless steel card, or if you complete 10 referrals to the Robinhood Gold membership, you can receive a solid 10K gold card, or if you would prefer, $1,100. Um, so the card design is really interesting to me. It's a heavy card. I think it's 36 grams, and there's apparently $1,100 worth of gold in it. So it's really getting that physical experience of a premium card.
Yeah, that's so interesting. All of the ways that Robinhood is really trying a lot of innovative approaches with this
Mhm.
particular product launch, especially since it really takes the top spot for a no annual fee credit card with the highest general earn rate. And I think it's fascinating, this high general earn rate and how it's tied to investing.
Yeah.
Um, of course, credit card rewards are seen by consumers as being this bonus, sort of a safer way for consumers to try out investing with less downside risk. So it makes a lot of sense that Robinhood is leaning into this value proposition for this card. And we've also seen this with some of the crypto credit cards that have launched in the last couple of years. I think I'm still really bullish on those, that sort of model for credit cards, just because it offers consumers the opportunity for rewards to appreciate rather than depreciate. And so I think, just by all accounts, this strategy by Robinhood really seems to have drummed up a lot of buzz.
Yeah, for sure. And we see that this buzz was very intentional. So, from creatives that we found through our Omni platform, we see that Robinhood really has been hinting at what they call a new gold standard. And they did this for several days before their live stream.
I thought the use of the keyword new gold standard was especially interesting because it gave us a nod at their target consumer. So, on one sort of layer, you have gold investors, also known as gold bugs, who often believe in the commodity gold as an investment. There's sort of another layer deep, and a lot of overlap with each of these layers too, with crypto investors, specifically Bitcoin investors. Who think of Bitcoin as, by its nickname, digital gold. So, um, Very similar to the concept of a dog whistle in politics. I think this is very much a nod to consumers who are in the know while being more broadly innocuous to a mass market audience.
Yeah, that makes total sense. And we see that Robinhood really built this hype by using exciting language, but also keeping it pretty vague. They also partnered with NBA players to really catch the eyes of consumers, make them stop scrolling and pay attention to what's going on. And eagle-eyed consumers can see that these players are wearing the card as a necklace.
Yeah, and initially I thought this was sort of an um, interesting route to take, but also considering that this card is worth, $1,100 if you truly get that gold card, it makes sense why you might want to wear it as jewelry. Um, but the other layer that I thought was interesting is that there's really this evolution of celebrities wearing financial products as jewelry. So Snoop Dogg, Drake, Gunna in the past couple of years wearing their crypto hardware wallets out to events. So those sort of looking like a USB thumb drive on a chain. Um, but this evolution of wearing now your credit card as jewelry is just a new way to flex and also socially signal at the same time.
Yeah, and we can see that this marketing approach has really worked so far, honestly. So we see that between March 26th and April 8th, we can see through our direct marketing data that Robinhood has already informed 573,000 consumers that they have successfully joined the waitlist for the Robinhood Gold Card. So we have over 570,000 consumers already signing up for the card, and that number is only likely to grow as word spreads. The brand also used this as an opportunity to upsell consumers, reminding them that if they referred 10 friends, they could receive a solid gold card. This incentive really allows Robinhood to organically grow its brand even more.
Yeah, Robinhood really excelled on the exclusivity front, really driving hype, right? Thinking about launching like an Apple product via a live stream, or even the referral program, the limited edition nature of this gold card. I think they did a really thorough job at coming up with the launch strategy, and on top of that, just really leaning into their community as a way to get the word out. We've seen a lot of marketing creatives being released on digital channels as well.
Yeah, for sure. And even pre-launch, we see that this heightened interest around the card really underscores Robinhood's very long-standing reputation as a disruptor in the market. They're not really necessarily creating brand new products. They weren't the first to have a mobile app for investing or to implement gamification into their product, but they innovate on them to streamline them and make them a lot more relevant to their target audience. And this, combined with the card's really innovative features and the brand's already sizable user base, who will now face extra temptation to upgrade to Robinhood's premium service, it will likely force brands to further refine their products in the future to really meet these now evolved consumer needs.
And Robinhood very much with this product launch, trying to carve out their own space and meet the needs of their target consumers that I think they would argue have been underserved.
Yeah, for sure. And we see that Robinhood has really proven that they know and understand who that target consumer is. So according to our consumer data that we collected, we see that um, Robinhood's target consumer is really interested in having a convenient all-in-one financial services app, combining investment and credit cards. So according to the Wall Street Journal, the average age of its consumers is 32, which falls into that light blue section we see on that chart, that 25 to 34-year-old age range. And when looking at the questions that we ask these consumers, we see that that age range is the most interested out of anybody else to have all of their financial services accessible to them in the same mobile app. And also that they would be interested in bundling multiple financial products for a monthly fee, which is exactly what Robinhood is offering.
Yeah, both of these options really get to the core of both the monthly subscription model as well as the ecosystem model. And
Mhm.
I'll feature sort of the latter a little bit more. Um, by saying I think the Robinhood Gold credit card, they have really positioned it as a nice addition to their existing Robinhood Gold membership benefits. So it really does seem like they're going after a cross-product loyalty play, really attempting to diversify their business. Obviously, the majority of their revenue still comes from payment for order flow on their investing side. And until now, their interchange revenue exposure was really only from their debit card. So diversification, very much the name of the game here.
Yeah, definitely. And it is really interesting to me. I've been talking to some of my friends about the launch over the past 2 weeks or so. And as a disclaimer, my friends are mainly women in their early to mid 20s. A lot of them are not very interested in investing right now. And they're not quite sold on the value proposition. They're finding it a little less appealing. But I think this really underscores the point that Robinhood's goal is not to create a card that appeals to everybody, but rather to establish themselves as an exclusive all-in-one financial experience. So even if in the future the card ends up not being very profitable, they still gain the advantage of driving users back to their primary product, which is investing. So whether you love the card or hate it, you really can't deny that Robinhood is in the spotlight right now, and I'm honestly really excited to see where it goes.
Me too, Emily. It's something that for sure we're going to try to stay on top of all of the developments as they unfold. We'll try to follow up with new content in the coming weeks. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching. Please follow us on LinkedIn and feel free to contact us at Compra Media if you're interested in a presentation. We can offer a deep dive on this card's marketing strategy for your team. Bye for now.